AI.
Could a machine truly invent the biggest money-making business? We put AI to the ultimate test, creating a billion-dollar startup from scratch based on nothing but one prompt. We're about to unveil the AIS brainchild and rigorously evaluate its potential in today's cutthroat market. Is this the dawn of AI-driven entrepreneurship, or a stark reminder of human ingenuity's irreplaceable role? Welcome, innovators and tech enthusiasts. Today, we're diving headfirst into one of the most exciting questions of our time. We've all seen AI generate art, write code, and even compose music, but can it generate wealth? Can it create the next billion-dollar company? The allure is undeniable. The idea that a game-changing business could spring from an algorithm feels like something straight out of science fiction. But in a world where AI is advancing at an exponential rate, we have to ask, how close is that science fiction to our reality? This isn't just a fun thought experiment, it's a glimpse into the future of entrepreneurship. If AI can handle the initial spark of creation, what does that mean for founders, venture capitalists, and the entire startup ecosystem? That's why we're embarking on this grand challenge. So, what does it take to get a billion-dollar idea from an AI? Just a single prompt. We spent a lot of time crafting the perfect question, one that was open-ended enough to allow for creativity, but specific enough to guide the AI toward enterprise-level thinking. Here's the prompt we landed on: generate a novel, scalable, and defensible business concept with the potential to become a billion-dollar company by addressing a major, unmet need in society using emerging technology. Simple yet powerful. To run this test, we needed the best digital minds available. We turned to two of the most powerful large language models on the planet, GPT-4o and Gemini 1.5 Pro. We chose these models for their advanced reasoning capabilities, their vast knowledge bases, and their supposed creative flair. We fed them our billion-dollar prompt with no other context or guidance. The stage was set. We hit enter and waited to see if digital lightning would strike. All right, the moment of truth has arrived. We've received the raw output from both AI models, and I have to say the results were surprising. Let's start with GPT-4o. Its concept was something it called Ethera. The idea is a global, decentralized mesh network that provides low-cost internet access to underserved and rural areas using a constellation of AI-managed, solar-powered drones and ground nodes. The AI even generated a detailed plan covering hardware, software, and a token-based economy for users to earn credits by hosting nodes. My initial reaction: ambitious. Incredibly ambitious. It's like a mashup of SpaceX's Starlink and a crypto project. The sheer scale is what you'd expect from a billion-dollar idea. Next up, Gemini 1.5 Pro. It went in a completely different direction, focusing on healthcare. It proposed a platform called Symbiote. This is a hyper-personalized preventative health ecosystem. Imagine an AI that continuously analyzes your wearable data, genetic information, and lifestyle inputs to create a dynamic, predictive health plan. It wouldn't just tell you to exercise more. It would tell you the optimal time to exercise based on your cortisol levels, what specific nutrients you're deficient in today, and even predict potential health issues weeks or months in advance. The name itself, Symbiote, is clever, implying a cooperative relationship between human and AI for better health. It feels less about infrastructure and more about deeply personal, data-driven service. Looking at both, a clear pattern emerges. Both AIs identified massive, global problems: the digital divide and preventative healthcare. They didn't pitch another social media app or a food delivery service. They went for fundamental human needs. They also leaned heavily on combining multiple emerging technologies: AI, decentralization, IoT, and biotech. It's clear the models are trained to think big, connecting dots between different tech trends to create something new. But a big idea is one thing. A viable business is another entirely. Now for the reality check. Let's put on our venture capitalist hats and put these ideas through the ringer. This is our Shark Tank moment. First, Ethera, the decentralized internet. The target market is huge billions of people with poor or no internet. The revenue model, selling data plans and earning from the token economy, is clear. But the competition is fierce. We're talking Starlink, major telecom companies, and government initiatives. The biggest hurdle: the hardware. Designing, manufacturing, and deploying a global network of autonomous drones is an astronomical expense. We're talking billions in upfront capital just to get a pilot program running. The technical feasibility is a massive question mark, and the regulatory nightmare of getting flight permissions in hundreds of countries is a deal breaker. Athera is a grand vision, but its fatal flaw is its logistical and financial implausibility. It's a trillion-dollar problem that requires a trillion-dollar solution, not a startup-friendly one. So, what about Symbiote, the personal health AI? The target market is equally massive: anyone who wants to live a longer, healthier life. The revenue model would likely be a premium subscription. The competition includes Apple Health, Whoop, and countless wellness apps, but none offer this level of deep, predictive integration. The tech is more plausible. We have wearables, and AI is getting better at analyzing health data. The biggest challenge here is trust and data privacy. Would people willingly hand over their most sensitive genetic and health data to an AI? The ethical tightrope is immense. A single data breach could destroy the company overnight. Furthermore, getting FDA and other global health body approvals for a predictive health service would be a long, arduous, and expensive process. While more feasible than Athera, Symbiote's fatal flaw lies in the social and regulatory barriers. It's a brilliant idea that might just be a decade too early. This entire experiment highlights what AI does incredibly well, and what it fundamentally lacks. AI is a master of synthesis. It can take a prompt, scan its entire database of human knowledge, and connect disparate concepts to generate a novel-sounding idea. It's an incredible brainstorming partner, but it lacks a gut feeling. It can't feel a customer's pain point. It doesn't understand the nuances of human trust or the messy reality of navigating government bureaucracy. It can't have that moment of inspiration in the shower or pivot a strategy based on a single conversation with a frustrated user. So, how would we, as humans, refine these ideas? For Athera, instead of a global drone network, we might pivot to a specific high-value niche, maybe providing ultra-reliable networks for remote industrial sites or disaster relief zones. Start small, prove the tech, and then scale. For Symbiote, we'd start not with a predictive AI, but with a more sophisticated data aggregation and advisory service. Build trust first. Partner with corporate wellness programs. Focus on providing insights, not diagnoses, to avoid the regulatory minefield, and then slowly introduce more predictive features as the technology and public trust mature. This is the human touch, strategic sequencing, empathy-driven product design, and real-world pragmatism. These AI concepts weren't business plans. They were phenomenal starting blocks. They revealed that the future of ideation isn't AI versus human. It's AI plus human. So let us answer our original question. Did an AI create the next billion-dollar startup from a single prompt? The verdict is no, not straight out of the box. Both Athera and Symbiote are fascinating concepts with unicorn potential. But they are riddled with real-world flaws that the AI in its current state couldn't navigate. They are brilliant but brittle. But this is not a failure of AI, it's a clarification of its role. The future of entrepreneurship isn't about an AI founder. It's about the founder who knows how to use AI as the most powerful co-founder imaginable. The winning combination, the hybrid advantage, is an AI to generate 100 radical ideas, and a human team with the wisdom, grit, and market insight to find the one gem, polish it, and bring it to life. AI can give you the blueprint for a rocket ship, but you still need a human pilot to navigate the stars. And that's the most exciting takeaway for all of us. This technology is a massive opportunity to amplify our own creativity. So I want to turn the question over to you. What prompt would you give an AI to generate a startup? And what do you think is the key ingredient that will always require a human touch? Drop your ideas in the comments below. I can't wait to read what you come up with. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to subscribe for more explorations into the future of technology and innovation. See you in the next one.